So you're thinking of moving to Lebanon, Tennessee. Well, in this video, we're going to show you around Lebanon, Tennessee.
Today we're going to take you through some different neighborhoods. We're going to show you some different homes and different price points so that you may see what could fit within your budget here in Lebanon, Tennessee. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I promise you Chris and I are going to share with you some of the best kept secrets that Lebanon has to offer. We're getting after it right now.
So if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living here in Lebanon, Tennessee, then please subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in Lebanon, Tennessee. My name is Chris.
My name's Mark.
And we are with
Welcome Home, Nashville, Tennessee. Folks, we get calls and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make their move here to Lebanon, Tennessee, and we absolutely love it. So remember, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule your personalized Zoom call with us, all in the description below, so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Lebanon, Tennessee. All right, folks, so as I mentioned, we're in downtown Lebanon, Tennessee today. Lebanon's a sleepy little town, about 30 minutes outside, or excuse me, 30 miles directly east of Nashville, Tennessee. It gets a lot of its clout for being the headquarters of Cracker Barrel, you know, the old country store, great restaurant. Everybody loves going there and getting, getting some biscuits and cornbread. That cornbread is absolutely phenomenal. Fun fact, I actually spent several of my high school years working as a server for Cracker Barrel. Absolutely loved it. I put on a ton of weight. It was wonderful. But anyways, guys, we're down here, downtown Lebanon. Normally, the square is pretty quiet. You know, there's not a ton of traffic coming through, but being this early in the morning, you know, there's just people coming through constantly. Fun fact, I actually just ran into my chiropractor down here, Dr. Ryan Moore over at Cumberland Chiropractics here in Lebanon, and yeah, he was at a meeting here in downtown this morning in one of the commercial buildings. Absolutely love the buildings down here. It's kind of like most of your other southern small city downtown areas. Sorry, I was trying to cross the street without getting run over, but anyways, very similar to a lot of your other southern small downtown areas. You know, preservation of historic buildings is always important, and a lot of modern businesses have adapted to fit in these historic buildings, which I absolutely love. Love historic architecture, all that good stuff. It's absolutely wonderful. Plus, you know, once it's updated, you'll see around me as we walk through the square here, you'll actually see that they're remodeling a lot of these historic buildings, which is great. You know, I personally much prefer, you know, the preservation and restoration of historic buildings over tearing them down and just kind of inserting new construction that just doesn't really fit. It doesn't really feel right, especially in like little quaint downtown areas like this. You know, you've got a lot of local businesses in the area here in downtown Gallatin. Oh, we're getting a pass to cross the street here, but anyway, so you get a lot of these locally owned businesses here in downtown Lebanon. Really love it. And downtown, they do convert it to kind of a stage for a public concert series coming up here soon in September. This is one of those historic buildings I was actually wanting to show you. It's gorgeous. It's just a little old one-room log cabin, and sitting right here in the heart of downtown. So really cool stuff there. Anyways, folks, Lebanon is known as a very industrious city. There's a ton of industry here, a lot of manufacturing. So if that is your jam, then Lebanon is certainly a good place to look, just because of all the manufacturing and industrial work and factories here. I mentioned Cracker Barrel being headquartered here in Lebanon. You also have Mars Corporation here in Lebanon. They've got their innovation center here, so where they do all their testing of new product, where they experiment with all the new candy, dog food, really everything you use on a daily basis. Mars is kind of like 3M. They're involved in just about everything. So fun little story there. A family member of mine actually works for Mars Corporation. So growing up, I had the privilege to taste and test a bunch of new limited edition. Sorry, let this truck go by. I got the opportunity to taste test and experience a bunch of limited edition M&Ms that never even made it to production, as well as some that did, limited edition flavors and things like that. But yeah, so that family member hookup that worked at Mars, she always used to bring us candy, and we loved it as kids. My parents hated it because they had to pay our dentist bill, but as kids, we absolutely loved it. Another really cool thing here behind me, folks, in downtown Lebanon is the Capitol Theater. Awesome place to catch a movie. And yeah, downtown Lebanon, it is small, but like I mentioned, you've got the public concert series coming. It's Rock the Block. This is their second annual event. I imagine they're going to keep doing it. The first year was a massive success. You've got some cool murals like this and the Welcome to Lebanon sign you saw in our intro. You've got some bars and different diners down here. You do have Cedar Creek Brewing. So, I mean, downtown Lebanon really is a cool place to hang out. You can bring the whole family, have a date night, spend an evening, whatever you want to do. You've got plenty of things to choose from to keep you entertained. All right, folks, we are out here at the mill here in Lebanon, and before we take you inside and show you like some of the shopping and boutiques in the mill, just wanted to tell you again a little bit more about Lebanon. So Lebanon is the 20th largest city in Tennessee with roughly 45,000 people. Now, that's not the largest city in Tennessee. It's actually the 20th, but you know, it definitely doesn't feel like a small town. That is for sure. So we're like I said, we're at the mill. You've got Crossroads Church here, as well as the mill behind me, where we'll show you some different shopping and stuff like that. But again, folks, Lebanon is about a 30-mile drive directly east of downtown Nashville, and you know, it really serves as a wonderful home base for people who want to be able to access the super hot job market in Nashville, have all those amenities like right down the road, and then you know, not have the hustle and bustle of a major city, which is great. Also, you start to realize what an incredible value proposition Lebanon is, simply because when you look at median home values here in Lebanon, you're falling right in that $400,000 price point. So you can pick up some awesome, beautiful new construction, nice new development neighborhoods, and you know, you can do all of that under $500,000 and still be within a quick commute of Nashville's job market, Nashville's amenities, and all that. And that's only if all the amenities and things to do here in Lebanon just aren't quite enough for you. So let's go ahead and head inside. Very nice. So you've got the Drops of Hope here. Most of the time they'll use the mill as a wedding venue. You may have actually seen the group of children walking out of the front of the building in the back of our last shot. This is commonly used as a wedding venue, and now I can see why. It's absolutely beautiful in here. We'll head upstairs. Actually, we'll walk around the bottom here, show you all the businesses down here, everything that's here at the mill, and then we'll go ahead and head upstairs and show you some of the boutiques and businesses there. Very cool. Tennessee Lakes Brewing Company. I'm sure Chris will want to hit that, grab a beer here in a little bit. Very nice. Got a very cool Pilates studio. Believe it or not, guys, this is actually a privately owned business, or privately owned space, the mill. which is awesome. I love that they've, you know, kept the historical aspects of it and really tried to preserve that. Alrighty guys, so we'll go ahead and head upstairs now. Check out everything up there. We've got Blackbeard Barbershop as well. Alright, we'll head up these stairs here. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. This is the first time I've actually been in the mill. Oh, very nice. Show you a little bit of what the mill looks like there. Awesome stuff, guys. Very cool historic paintings of the mill. Love it. Memories from the mill. Awesome. I imagine this is a little department dedicated to the history of it and that preservation historic redevelopment project. I love it. Very cool. You can see some of the old equipment that was in here at one point. Very nice stuff. You've got a nice foyer right here. Sit and hang out, have some coffee, I suppose. Absolutely love it. Very nice. Looks like you've got art studio here. Cumberland University. Very nice stuff there. Oh, this is cool. Not even sure. Oh, very cool. This is it's an old school elevator, I imagine. Like an old school freight elevator. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. I said an elevator. This is a scale. It's a scale. That's why you've got your weight and balance there. It's a scale. Come on. Love these hardwood floors. Absolutely gorgeous in here, guys. I would get married here. Got 514 Hospitality Group there. Very, very unique, cool stuff. We'll go check out the businesses on the other side. Give you a little bit of a wider angle view there so you can see the rest of it. Nice. We've got our barber pole there. And there's our barber shop. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Nice meeting room there. How you doing? GFS Media. That's cool. Looks like they've won quite a few awards. Alright folks, and that's going to wrap up our tour here at the mill. Let's go ahead and head on down the road to our next location. So based on Census Bureau data, Lebanon has actually grown about 100% over the last 23 years, and it's really not hard to see why. You've got parks like the Don Fox Community Park and the much larger Cedars of Lebanon Park just down the street, as well as access to places like the Cumberland River, Old Hickory Lake, and J. Percy Priest Reservoir. So you're very conveniently located, and that is part of what drives the appeal of Lebanon, Tennessee. So we absolutely love that. You know, we're big lake life people. Chris and I both get out as often as we can. We both love the outdoors. So, you know, naturally that's a great fit. But let's take a moment and talk about the thing that everybody is concerned with when they're moving to a new area, and that, of course, is the school systems. So here in Wilson County, in Lebanon specifically, you'll have access to 18 different public schools and 4 different private schools, all of which rank above average when you're looking at the ratings here for Tennessee. Now, we know Tennessee has some phenomenal educational opportunities, and Lebanon certainly isn't an exception. I say above average, and typically that carries kind of a connotation with it. But when you look at the ratings, Wilson County schools actually rank in the number 12 position in regards to public school options here in Tennessee. So you're just outside that top 10 spot, which means regardless of where you're at here in Wilson County, you're going to have some incredible educational opportunities. We kind of see that across the board in Tennessee as well. So now that we've kind of addressed just about everything that Lebanon has to offer, let's go ahead and head out, get into some of these new construction neighborhoods, and show you our home tours so that you can see what may best fit within your budget here in Lebanon, Tennessee. All right, folks, we are here at our first stop of our home tour here in Lebanon, Tennessee. As you can see behind me, we are in Carver Station. We wanted to show you just how far your dollar takes you here in Lebanon, Tennessee. So the unit I'm going to show you that's currently listed for sale is going to fall under $300,000, putting you within 30 minutes of downtown Nashville. You really cannot beat that. But so the unit that is for sale is currently listed at $299,000 even. You do have a $150 monthly HOA due, which isn't too bad. That helps keeps your cost down. Another awesome benefit that they are offering on this new construction, newly constructed townhomes, by the way, new construction, you're in new construction for under $300K. You cannot beat it. But anyways, one of the promotions they are currently running specifically for this unit, they're offering $3,000 of concession towards your closing costs and your title expenses. So you really cannot beat that at all, folks. Awesome value here in Lebanon, Tennessee. And this neighborhood, as you can hear the construction noise behind me, we've got new units going up currently. this neighborhood is super conveniently located. We're about 5 or 6 minutes from downtown Lebanon, and the park we just stopped at and filmed a bit. You're maybe a mile down the street from that park, so super conveniently located. Gonna be a quiet, well-kept neighborhood. I mean, you can obviously see the landscaping behind me is already manicured and looking good. I can't imagine the neighborhood will fall below that standard in any reasonable amount of time. I think it'll be a very, very, very long time before anything starts to slip around here. It's absolutely gorgeous, folks. And right now, I'm just taking you through some of the possible new construction. So if the existing construction just isn't your thing, you don't think it's a good enough value, I don't know why you would think that, but if you didn't think it was a good enough value, or you wanted to make a few custom choices of your own, obviously you can see behind me where they have cleared more lots for site-built single-family homes. So, you know, detached units, you'd have a little bit more of a yard, all that good stuff, and all while maintaining a nice, clean, well-kept neighborhood, and you know, a super convenient location to everything you could possibly need here in Lebanon, Tennessee. So we try and find something like this in every town and city that we go to, but truthfully, folks, it really is hard in 2023 to find new construction under $300,000, especially this close to Nashville. That is the extra tough part. You know, new construction under 300K is hard enough in 2023, but being this close to Nashville just adds an extra layer of difficulty to things. So, you know, here in the crossings, you really do have all the options you could want. You can do a detached unit, site-built single family. That way you could select some of the custom options, be a little bit more involved in the home building process, you know, put your little touches on your home. Or, you know, if you don't want to fool with that, because it can be stressful, folks. If you've never dealt with new construction, if you've never built a home, it can certainly be stressful, again, especially in 2023. You know, we've got constantly fluctuating cost of materials. We've got, we've got a lack of materials, not so much as we did during the COVID years, but we do still have shortage of materials. Makes things hard to get, makes it hard to stay on a timeline. And while you're trying to coordinate all of that with a closing date, it really can be stressful, folks. And, you know, as an individual building your new home, you really only have so much control over things. So it can certainly be a stressful experience. It's a very rewarding experience, but it can be stressful. So, you know, if you don't want to deal with that type of thing, you do have the option for existing construction that was just completed this year that is absolutely gorgeous. So now that we finished up at our first stop of our home tour here in the crossings, let's go ahead and head on down the road to our second spot and jump up in our price point just a little bit. Folks, I meant to mention before we head out of here, I have to add the specs of the home we were discussing. I didn't even think to add that in. I just got caught up in what kind of value Carver Station represents. So what you'll be looking at, what $299,000 will get you here in Lebanon, Tennessee, is a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, sitting just under 1,400 square feet. I think the unit is 1,386, so I imagine most of the other floor plans in the townhomes will be pretty similar or comparable, so to say, in regards to square footage. You also have a garage space as well. So all of that for under $300,000 here in Lebanon, with some concessions added in from the builder, you really cannot ask for a whole lot more. we have made it to our second stop on our home tour here in Lebanon, Tennessee. This beautiful community is Stonebridge. So most of these homes here are going to occupy our $400,000 price point. The home we're going to show you is actually going up for sale this coming week. It's going to hit the market. It's going to be listed at $469,900. Now, what that gets you here in Lebanon, that is going to get you a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, right at 2,500 square feet in a beautiful, beautiful community. You can actually see the for sale sign up there behind me on the hill there, but it is a beautiful community here in Stonebridge. Everything's well maintained. Obviously, you can see there's plenty of green space as well. In just a moment, I'll change the camera over just so you can see again the green space. And this is kind of a unique neighborhood. Like, you look at it from an aerial view, and it's actually bordered by a massive farm. The farm isn't currently active. Looks like it's just raw land. It's not being used for cattle or livestock or anything like that. Looks to be just a massive parcel of raw land. So you've got a beautiful neighborhood, an awesome clubhouse, community pool, tons of other amenities here in the community. Sidewalks are wonderfully maintained. Landscaping's wonderfully maintained. It really is beautiful. You may notice in the B-roll, today is obviously garage sale day for the community. Many of the residents here have their garage doors open and have their tables set out, trying to sell all the wonderful things they don't need around anymore. Now, my grandmother used to love garage sales. If we were traveling with her, we could not pass one by. So you can imagine it took us quite a long time to get to where we were going if there was any type of garage sale currently happening. So we're going to cross the street here. We'll walk in front of, it looks like we've actually got a couple homes for sale in the community here. Again, it's just beautiful, folks. I mean, if you look behind me, you've got nice green space with a park bench, and then you've got an incredible view out to the rolling hills of Lebanon here. So we've got this home for sale behind me here, and then just down here is the home I was describing on the way up the hill. You may be able to tell I'm slightly out of breath. You know, I consider myself to be in relatively decent shape, but you know, walking up and down hills always will get you. Thankfully, we've got some overcast weather now. It started out pretty sunny and warm today. You know, about 10 o'clock this morning, we were already in the 80s. It was nice and sunny, but now we've had all this cloud cover roll in. We've got very low humidity today, surprisingly. That's a rarity here in Tennessee in the summer. If you don't like humidity, then Tennessee may not be the best place for you, but if you don't mind it so much, it's definitely a good place to be. Anyways, folks, the weather is lovely now. Feels incredible outside. This is actually the home we were currently describing that's going on the market this upcoming week, or this next week, excuse me. Beautiful brick home. Absolutely love it. Looks very well maintained, very well kept. I mean, of course, that's most of the homes in the neighborhood. Now, there is another phase to the neighborhood that are duplexes, but even then, the duplexes are all brick. I mean, they're just as gorgeous as all of the rest of the homes here in the community, and everything matches and flows very well. It's very coherent. There aren't any properties that really stick out. You know, I spent some time driving around the neighborhood, and there's nothing that really sticks out in regards to appearances. Everything's relatively uniform, and again, pretty cohesive. But anyways, folks, we're gonna head back down the hill here. We'll get you some good drone footage, show you around the community a little bit more. This community is about 5 miles outside of downtown Lebanon, so you're not quite in the middle of the hustle and bustle, but it's just down the road. The nice thing is you do have the interstate and the highway that will take you directly into Nashville, about a half mile from the neighborhood here. So maybe a 2 to 3 minute drive to be on the interstate and head right straight shot into downtown Nashville. So now that we're wrapping up here with our second home tour, we'll go ahead and head out and get on down the road to our third stop on our home tours here in Lebanon, Tennessee. We have arrived to our third stop on our home tour here in Lebanon, Tennessee. This beautiful community is River Oaks. It's absolutely gorgeous new construction community here in Lebanon, Tennessee. You know, I mentioned that we were going to be taking you through some absolutely gorgeous new construction communities, and I was certainly not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This place is absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, you can tell, kind of set in the rolling hills here, that Middle Tennessee is known for. Absolutely gorgeous community folks, all brick homes everywhere. Looks like most of these homes have 3-car garages. The particular home we're actually going to show you that is for sale is going to be a 4-bed, 3-bath, just over 3,500 square feet. It's right at 3,589, and it is currently listed for $699,900. So it falls just into our $600,000 price point here in Lebanon. Now, this neighborhood is kind of like some of the others we've shown you in that you can choose from existing construction, or if you want to be a little bit more hands-on, if you want to put a little bit more of yourself into your home, you do have the option for brand new construction. If you check out some of our driving footage through the neighborhood, you'll actually see towards the back of the neighborhood, they're adding another phase. So that now is the time to get in on that for sure. Looks like most of the homes in the newer phase have been framed out already, but that's okay. That allows you to choose from a couple different floor plans, and it's going to give you the opportunity to add all your little custom touches to the home before it's completed. Now, again, I did mention earlier in the video that, you know, building new construction can be stressful. You know, you're relying on a lot of other people to help you make your dream come true. So that can be stressful, and that's why a lot of folks choose to go with an existing construction or newly completed construction option, simply because buying a home can be a stressful enough process as is, especially if you aren't working with experts like Chris and I. But that's okay. That is okay. You know, it makes our job easier for sure when folks have not had the best experience in the past. It really allows us to take our level of service and just make it that much better, so that folks really get the best experience possible when purchasing their home. Or selling a home. You know, we love listings just as much as we love working with buyers. Either side of that is always enjoyable. So we're getting down here now towards our home that is currently listed for sale. You know, I'll just let you guys enjoy the view for a moment. I'll kind of turn around so you can see more of the rolling hills behind me. And this neighborhood, this community is not unlike the others. It is very, very conveniently located. Again, I-40, the highway that will take you directly into downtown Nashville, just a single straight shot. You've got about a 5 or 6 minute drive to get to the interstate. So outside of the interstate driving into Nashville, your commute really is not bad at all. So we're coming down through here now. Again, beautiful homes all around, folks. They're all brick, 2 and 3. Actually, I don't think I've seen a 2-car garage yet. They actually look like all 3-car garages so far. Hopefully, I don't get rained on. I'm sure you can see the weather moving in behind me here. I really hope that we don't get rained on today, but if we do, it's not the end of the world, that's for sure. Now, I don't know what that young gentleman was running for, but I don't see anything chasing him up the sidewalk, so I don't think I'm going to take off running just yet. But if I see a bear come around that corner, you better believe I'm going to take off running. Now, we typically, that's a good story for you. So, typically, we don't have bears in Middle Tennessee. To tell you the truth, in my almost 30 years of being a Middle Tennessee resident, I've never once seen a bear here in Middle Tennessee. But just a month or so ago, we actually had a black bear, a big male black bear whose territory was obviously massive. He came through my hometown of Manchester, Tennessee, and was just cruising through neighborhoods. Absolutely the talk of the town for quite a while, and it freaked everybody out. Now, you know me, I've lived out west, Montana and Wyoming. I've worked in Yellowstone National Park and lived there. So I'm pretty accustomed to being around bears, so they don't bother me. They're a unique experience that I really enjoy, but for residents of Middle Tennessee, it can be terrifying. But that's certainly an anomaly, not the rule. So behind me, you'll see our home currently for sale. Again, that is going to be 4 beds, 3 baths, sitting right at 3,500 square feet, and it is absolutely gorgeous, folks. So now that we've wrapped up here, we've shown you the community pool, we've shown you, some of the other homes, your new construction options that have yet to be completed in the community. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here and head on down the road to our next price point and hopefully beat this rain.
All right, y'all, we are in one of the nicest neighborhoods here in Lebanon, Tennessee. We are in Five Oaks. It is absolutely beautiful in here. You've got breathtaking views over the hills. I mean, when I say breathtaking views, we'll show you guys. It is absolutely incredible. Makes me want to live here, and makes me even want to think about taking up golf too, because there's a beautiful golf course here. Also overlooking the hills. You can see some of the water. You do have the river close by, but you have beautiful homes. Everything's 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square feet plus. They are absolutely monsters, each having its own truly unique floor plan. Most of them have 3 to 4 bedrooms plus. You'll see 5, 6 bedrooms. Some multi-generational homes. The majority have 3 bathrooms plus. Some of them will have some additional half baths, guest bathrooms, that kind of stuff. And then we'll see some different floor plans having some in-law suites, like I said, for that multi-generational living. There are hills here, so you will see some of them having basements. Not all of them, but a few of them do, depending on how that terrain lays. Now, some of these houses, you're gonna have some nice, beautiful, mature trees, along with the driveways kind of taking you up. Driveways taking you down. I see they've got a pool in the backyard, so it's definitely a lifestyle neighborhood for those looking to hang around with the big shots that like spending money on homes, cars, and some of their hobbies like golf. It's a beautiful neighborhood. We are coming up on one that's actually for sale. This one that's listed, it is in the low 900s, which is about where the majority of the homes in this neighborhood start. You do have a couple that are less than that, but it pretty quickly climbs up into the $1 million range. I know there's another one for sale up the hill here for 1.4, and it just kind of depends on the square footage, where everything lies, the lot size, what that view gets you. So obviously, if you're gonna be buying a view, it's usually gonna come with a price tag. They call it the $1 million view, or whatever it is that you're looking for. Sorry, I got there's a generator little running over there. I think somebody's doing a little bit of yard work outside. No big deal there, but it is absolutely beautiful out here. There's a little bit of cloud coverage out here in Lebanon today, so it's not as hot as it's been the majority of the summer, which makes it nice for walking around and filming. But yeah, everything here in Five Oaks is very well manicured. Everybody takes great care of their lawn, and everybody's been pretty friendly while we've been in here. As you can see, doing a little bit of landscaping right over here. And we are coming up on, like I said, the house that's currently listed here. Up here on my right, 4-bed, 2 full bath, 2 half bath, and they've got quite a bit of extra garage space on a very unique floor plan here. Looks like they're going to be having an open house from 2 to 4 on Sunday, but if you guys are interested in this, like I said, it's listed at $929 right here behind me. Look at those beautiful windows. It's a beauty. I'm gonna get just past this to where you guys can see how they've got their garage, and then things kind of take off back around there. So there's quite a bit of space back there that's kind of hidden even from the front of the house. You can't tell exactly how deep it is, but it just kind of keeps going. There's a lot of square footage there. But if you're looking for a great place to live, come be around other people that like to golf and want to take in some breathtaking views on a consistent basis, this provides an incredible opportunity here in Lebanon to do so. So we want to thank you guys for coming along on our home tour today here in Lebanon, Tennessee, and providing us the opportunity to show you around a little bit. We've shown you the downtown square, kind of driven through a little bit, shown you some of the great shops, restaurants, different things to come down, enjoy with your family, and make a life here. It's really a great opportunity to build a life here in Lebanon, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, easy commuting distance, and really kind of have that slow-paced feel compared to some of the hustle and bustle of the larger town.
So remember folks, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a personalized Zoom call with us, all in the description below, so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Lebanon, Tennessee. And until next time, we hope to see you around town soon.